I think it was a very good debate. I think people are obviously, clearly, very well informed and very passionate about the issue. Is the audience a bit partial? Of course. I mean, when I asked who's involved in the sheep and sheep industry, then I think 95% of the people put up their hands, but that's to be expected in here. You know, that means up to a point I have to play a bit of devil's advocate to make sure the issues are heard. Otherwise, it's a bunch of people who agree with themselves talking to each other. But I do feel there is an awareness and a sensitivity that there are bigger environmental and societal questions here, and there is a different vision, competing visions, of how to use our uplands. And I think those are beginning to be heard. Clearly you only scratch the surface on these things, but I think we had a bit of fun, and I think people learned something as well. You need to force people to walk a little bit in the other person's shoes and see it from their point of view. If these debates do that, then I think that's great. I mean, I would like to see, you know, more of them and more transition between the two. I always think, you know, NSA debates should happen at the RSPB, you know, annual meeting, and vice versa. The RSPB should hold their meetings at the NSA or at the NFU debates, because I think, you know, that's where, you know, within the boundaries of you know, politeness and respect, that's where you cut to the chase and you get to feel what the real issues are. I love coming to agricultural shows. I live quite near the Royal Show and was devastated when that closed down. I mean, you know, that you can see people all kind of having a little nose over what's coming, what their neighbour's doing, what the latest bit of kit is, and that's great. It's a great social, it's a great market, and one of the things I also realise is the great variety of sheep. I mean, I know basically the sheep isn't just a sheep, but when you see them all together, there really is proof they're incredibly varied animals. I've seen a sheep that almost looked as big as a horse. I didn't think that existed.